It's always curious what pond life we'll come across. So I'm looking in the water and I'm seeing this little guy. And that is a red eft in its phase, which goes into the water. So it develops gills and swims, and it uses that tail to propel itself. It has the same spots as a red eft, and it's going in the water to lay eggs at the edge. Where'd it go? See if I can find it. It's there. I'll back off the video again, see if I can relocate it. I don't know if you're in the view or not. No, there it is. A little bit lower. Nope, that's funny. Oh, it's past that. There it is. It's swimming. There we go. You see the shadow. There it is on the surface. Sometimes it's hard to follow these things when they blend in. Well, that's the nature of the beast. So that's one item, the red eft, and it's and then I look over and there's a dragonfly doing its thing over here. There we go. Beautiful. A regular dragonfly, not a Dobson fly, as far as I know. They're hard to track, but there's a blue bottle fly just went through, or I forget what they're called exactly. We'll identify these things in the comments or in the title of the video. But I love looking at the edges of swamps and beaver ponds, and there's a lot of beaver activity here. There's a dam, right? Well, there's a dam built right around this. This should have a gate around it to allow water to come in, but clearly the beaver have done something with this, and they've got another terrace up there. They've got a den over on the far side. There's a little bit of terracing over there. There's a terrace beyond that goes the next level up and opens up a space back there, and they've built this extensive connection, and they're pulling things here and there. Interesting to see, and I love to sit here long enough and chill enough to see activity. They're dawn and dusk more or less in their activity, but sometimes they're out in the day and have things going on. But I find it funny that one of the things that beaver don't like is the sound of running water. So they get far away from it and they build these terraces so that they have a pond behind them, sitting water, and they trap things in those ponds and then they go fishing and so forth. They do eat a lot of bark and the greenery if they don't have a more substantial meal like fish. And then they have babies and they migrate to another area, following the waterways and be damned, to use a term. And then, of course, the stream flows through and back out into whatever. I think between the combination of it's somewhat permeable at the surface, and their dam has a lot of brush in it and other things. There's a fair amount of water allowed through this, but ultimately it's gated up so the waterway stays clear. I was also noticing that there's a sack of eggs there. There's another sack of eggs there that have hydrated fully at this point. Those are likely the same red eft sets of eggs, and the way to tell that is still a little bit early, but usually they have a green appearance, and these both have a green appearance. Blow that up. I don't want to stand out on the dam for fear of where is it? For fear of, where's that sack of eggs? Is that it? No. There's that stick, and there it is. Okay. Dropping through, but that's very green in appearance, and those are very green. You'd think that was algae covered, but that's actually typical. And also, if you look at the glob in general, it's around a stick and adhered to the stick, and that would be a salamander holding on to the stick and laying eggs against it. And then with frogs and with the spring peeper and whatnot, they make a glob that's more round. So there's that, and they have a sort of milky appearance, not green. Thank you for watching and enjoying my videos on pond and swamp ecology. And there's some pretty flowers, and there's an active beaver. That's what she was doing. So I'm hearing this coughing in the background. Like, did she eat grass again? She's having a swim. Oh my gosh, my dog, Luna. But I was looking over here and I was like, wait, before I hang up, there are these beautiful yellow flowers, and I don't know what they are, but it almost looks like yarrow from here, but it also could be something else. So I'll have to investigate when I have the proper gear. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Cheers.